Welcome to the Fon du Lac Library's Big Rig Petting Zoo. My name is Mike Johnson. I'm the Chief of the Fon du Lac Park District Police. This is Sergeant Keil. We're here today to talk a little bit about what our agency does and show you some of the rescue equipment we have. Now, Fon du Lac Park District Police is a little different than your traditional police officer. We do more than just work in a community. We work on the river, we work in the woods, we do a lot of search and rescue operations. So what we want today is tell you some of the equipment and show you some of the equipment that we use. This vehicle here is one of our police response vehicles. It's much like a traditional squad car, but we carry more tools of the trade in the back of the vehicle. As you look over here, you're going to see this big red Santa Claus suit. This is actually called an immersion suit. And anytime we have to get in the water to rescue somebody, we would put this suit on, and it's going to keep us warm and it's going to keep us floating so that we can make a good rescue. We also wear a helmet on our head because we don't want to hit something out there where we become injured and need rescued as well. All our rescue vehicles, they also carry defibrillators. So a defibrillator is designed that if somebody's having a heart attack or chest pain, we can hook this up to them, we can see what's going on, and we can make sure that we give them good care until our fire department arrives on scene. Some of the other special equipment we have is these fancy coats. Now, this may look like just a regular winter coat, but this is actually a life jacket. So when it's real cold out, I can put this on and it's going to keep me floating in case I fall in the water. Other pieces of equipment we have are personal life jackets. Now, what makes this particular jacket so nice is it doesn't look like it's very big, but if I would fall in the water, it's going to inflate, and that's going to keep me above the water and hopefully allow me time to get out of the water. Now, say we're looking for somebody that's in the water to do a rescue, we have what's called an underwater camera. So when I go out on the boat, I can actually put a camera under the water and take pictures so I can see where my victim might be so that I can get them out of the water as quickly as possible. We also have other various equipment in here that we would use in case we have to set up long term. So if it was at night, we carry a generator and lights and so forth so that we can light up our work area. Now, we also have what's called a Humvee. Now, this actually came from the military, and what we use this for is when we're out in the woods. We have a large area where we have to patrol the woods to make sure people are safe on our hiking trails. This vehicle will allow us to go just about anywhere. It'll go in the water, it'll go on land, it'll go up on hills, and just about anywhere we need to go. So it's a really, really good vehicle, and it keeps our officers safe as well as helps the folks that might be injured out in the woods. Okay, the next piece of equipment that we use for our job is called a hovercraft. Now, what makes a hovercraft so unique is this vehicle can go on land and water. We primarily use it in the wintertime so that if somebody gets stuck on the ice or falls through the ice, we can launch this from the parking lot, drive it out on the ice, and rescue them. It basically floats on about 7 inches of air. So that's what these bags do. These bags create a bubble underneath it so that when I start it up, it'll raise up and I can go over any type of surface. So this is really good for doing quick rescues as well as keeping the officers very, very safe. Okay, as you can see, our last piece of equipment is our called River 3. This is our rescue boat. This is what we use most of the time when we're out on the Illinois River. This boat's designed to be able to go out with the winch and pick people up if they fall overboard. We also have the ability to do basic trauma life support, which means if somebody gets hurt out here, All our officers are trained as either EMTs up to paramedic. So if somebody gets hurt, we can get them stabilized and then transport them back to shore so our local fire department can take them to the hospital. This boat is used in the winter and summer months as well. So that's why we have the cab. So if it's really cold outside, we can turn the heat on and at least keep our officers warm as well as the person we went to rescue. If you look on the inside of the boat, this is pretty much just like what a squad car. You have your radios like a squad car would have. You also have a laptop. But this is called a sonar system. So what this is designed for is that if we had somebody go in the water or a boat sank, we can come out here with this and we can actually shoot images or sound waves into the water. They bounce back to this receiver and they create a picture of what's at the bottom. So right now we're actually looking 60 feet out on the right and 60 feet out on the left in 8.5 feet of water. And that will tell us what's at the bottom of the Illinois River. This is a really good tool that speeds up the process for us so that if it was a victim, we're going to be able to find them a lot quicker. On the right of the screen is just like your mom and dad's GPS in the car. This is a mapping system that shows us exactly where we're at. Now if you look at the center, you see where it's dark blue and this is light blue. This tells you where the deep water is so that we don't get stuck. We know that if we stay in the dark blue, then we've got plenty of water under the boat.
This has been a production of Eastside Community Media.